Yo, what is up, everyone? Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are back playing some more Humankind. It's been a minute, but we are going to be hopping back in with a brand new series today because the first expansion officially has come out called Together We Rule. I have been wanting to play some more Humankind for a while, and so yesterday, actually, I was like, wait, there's a new expansion. When's it coming out? And it was like tomorrow, and I was like, yes, awesome, because I'm excited to play it. So if you hadn't heard anything about the expansion, they basically are changing the diplomacy game and adding a bunch of new things with diplomacy and a relationship system. You can see here they're adding a new family unit, which is the agents. So there's a couple different units with that are under the classification, envoys and spies. They do different things we'll get into as the game starts. They're adding a world congress, essentially. They're adding a brand new district/quarter called the embassy, and then they're adding a new currency called leverage, which is essentially kind of like diplomatic favor from Civ 6, which I kind of actually like the idea of leverage, though, because leverage says, oh, hey, I have something on you that you don't want to come out. And so because of that, you're going to do what I want, which seems kind of fitting in today's world. But yeah, and then they add new cultures and new wonders. So pretty excited about that. Also, I have to say, if you see this girl, her smile, like, look at that. She looks straight up like the Joker right now. Like, holy crap, man. That's a little crazy. We also have a new update, which, overhauls the stealth system. So what's cool about that is now your units don't immediately get revealed. There's actually a bar that ticks down, and you slowly see as your units become more and more visible. And so there's ways to kind of work that to kind of keep your units hidden and vice versa. So we'll actually see how that works. Then third-party reinforcements. Oh yeah, if you're joining an ally in a war, you can actually now help them attack. Independent people have been completely reworked, and they added the Santa Maria de Fiori? I don't actually know that one. Yeah, so okay. In addition to that, I did not play the last couple patches. Number one, which if I recall correctly, I think they changed the natural wonders, so they're not all the same. They're a little different, which maybe I did play it when they did that. And then I also ended up purchasing the other expansion that I had not gotten up to this point, which was the Cultures of Latin America. We played the Cultures of Africa. I never got around to playing the Cultures of Latin America, but we'll probably try sticking with the new cultures that are coming with this expansion. So this is what I'm thinking about with this game. Interesting that it's her. I kind of dig her. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of dig her with the Joker look and the tattoos, and honestly, even the outfit. Like, don't ever catch me dead in that, or like anyone, like that looks horrible in my opinion, but I love it because this is kind of what I'm thinking. Number one, I don't want to play on the hardest difficulty. I might even drop down to Empire, because here's my thinking. I want to focus in with all of the diplomatic civs. We're going to be picking all of them, and I basically just want to be the diplomatic powerhouse in the world, kind of telling people I have leverage on everyone. I'm kind of pulling all the strings. I'm kind of the puppet master, which is kind of where I think the Joker kind of fits, where I'm just kind of controlling everything behind the scenes. In addition to also playing on a lower difficulty, I like the idea of that just because I want to start off a little bit more powerful than I would normally, or at least I want to be a little bit more powerful, just because, like, I don't know, I think of like America in both world wars, where America kind of came in and changed the wars because they just were like super overpowered, which I was actually watching a YouTube video not too long ago where it was talking about how America was overpowered, and a lot of it's just because of the natural resources and, you know, the rivers and some of the stuff on the East Coast, and like how it just isn't really fair, and that's how America got to be such a powerhouse, specifically manufacturing. And I can't necessarily duplicate that, but that's what I kind of want to be. I kind of want to just have this power where I'm kind of just controlling everything. So let's go ahead and do random. We're going chaotic. We're going to random everything. Land percentage, can I random that? We're going to random that. 50% seems a little low, but honestly, maybe we'll have more of a Navy game. I don't really mind. Number of continents, random. New world, random. World wrap, on. Yes, definitely. Random. And then we're going to go, yeah, we'll just random everything. Although I think we're doing chaotic from that before because, and then race, what's spread do? Will be distributed. Yeah. They'll have their deposits distributed evenly with natural. Clustered will be the same type around certain areas. And then this will be spread out the world as much as possible. Dude, clustered seems kind of interesting because that means only certain people will get access to only certain resources. But we're gonna, ooh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I think that's gonna be kind of fun. I don't anticipate us losing this game at all. Like on Empire difficulty, we should have no problem, but that's okay. Just because, once again, I kind of like the idea of this. Competitors, that's what we're looking for. How much is large supposed to have here? How many players? 8 players? Okay. So then give me a couple more competitors. And then there was a way to random all this, wasn't it? Yeah, right there. Random, 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 random. So I think with that, let's just go ahead and launch in. Yeah, and we have all the DLCs. And yeah, let's start. Okay, I once again wish they didn't show me that, but that's okay. Yeah, so there's going to be a bunch of new natural wonders that we've not seen. There's going to be new wonders to build that I've not seen. So I'm excited to look at all this stuff. And that's the other reason I kind of want to play in a lower difficulty. I kind of want to be able to build some of the bigger wonders and make sure I kind of get it. Which even on the hardest difficulty, we were still kind of popping out the districts we wanted. Or popping out the wonders we wanted for the most part. Oh, and then the other thing is, the harder the difficulty, the less likely, like the quicker your AI competitors are at getting to the next culture. So I kind of want to make sure that I kind of get to pick the cultures that I want. And so having, and since we're playing with more players, playing on lower difficulty is just going to be better for us. So all that to say, yeah, it's going to be a little on the easier side, but we're not going to, like, my goal is going to be to try not actually ever declaring war. We will join into wars probably, especially if, and we'll definitely have an army built because, you know, we want to be able to, or at least have enough manufacturing we can pop out armies and go, like, help it out. But there's, like, this whole aspect now to the game where you can actually kind of almost have these world wars kind of starting, which I don't know if, like, an exact world war can happen, but yeah. So I kind of really want to just be able to hop into those, and we will be able to hop into those. And that's going to be probably the only wars we'll fight.
There is a story that bears a second look.
I think this is...
It's your story.
Is this new? I think this is the same, right?
So mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turn.
It's been so long I forgot about
Then,
this.
over time, the amino acids bond together, and things start to get interesting.
Yeah, we started nuking each other. Oh, wait, not yet. Sorry, that's Terra Invicta. Wait, what?
A certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother. Tools and weapons are invented. The hominids begin to cooperate.
And then start killing each
Fire
other.
becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures.
What?
Eventually,
People
these
lying.
tribes learn to build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties.
Yeah.
This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded.
Yeah, I think this is the exact
Neolithic
same.
era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization. How far will you push humankind?
Yeah, so if you have never played Humankind before, so what's different about this game versus like a civilization is we start in the Neolithic era. So we technically are not like a civilization or anything like that. We are a tribe. And essentially there are 3 ways for us to basically get to the next era, which then will allow us to pick our first culture. And at that point, we kind of become an empire. So the 3 ways are either A, we need to get a population of 5 by getting enough food. We either need to get 10 knowledge stars, or we needed to hunt 5 animals. So immediately we can see there is a food little resource icon here. So right now you can see our tribe, our secondary armies at 0 to 20. Once we get over that, that's going to give us between 5 and 20 food. And once we get to 20 food total, then we'll actually get a second, well, we can split it off and then have like 2 armies. So early game, it's all about exploring, figuring out where you are, figuring out where your enemies are, and ideally getting as many, these guys guys eventually become scouts when you hit the next level, so getting as many scouts as possible. One of the early game strats that works really, really well against the AI is get as much growth as possible and then just go beat up on the AI with all your scouts before they can really do anything. Once they start popping out warriors, it becomes difficult, but it's not really that hard. The other thing is, at a certain point, we can claim a territory and found an outpost, which then we can convert into a city. We can't do that yet, though, because we need 5 influence, and we don't have any influence. So we'll need to find something that will give us influence before we can do that. So this kind of sucks a little bit because we're not going to be able to get you turn 1. So that's okay. Luckily, we're playing... Oh, my God. Someone actually got a freaking natural wonder already. Dude, 2 natural wonders already. What the heck? All right, so that only gave us 3 food. So this is obviously off to a great start. Do you want to come this way or do you want to go that way? I think we come this way. So river crossing takes your whole turn. So until you get like roads and stuff like that. So yeah. And of course you have food in the exact same spot again. You son of a gun, dude. The game does this a lot where it like puts the stars in the same place. All right, let's cross it again. I'm trying to go this way. And once again, it only gave us 5 food. I wonder if it's like coded to only give the same amount of food. And then that one gave me 10 food, so now I have a second army. The nice thing about this is I can immediately split off the second army and have them start marching somewhere. I think I got a left click. I always forget about this game. I'm going to actually send you to the river, which is going to take your whole turn, but then I'm going to send you leftwards. And then I'm going to let this guy kind of explore over here, which there's more food here. Okay. Both of them are at 0-20, so it doesn't really matter who grabs this. Okay, I think this might be a dead end over here, which is another reason to kind of send you this way. And ooh, we actually get something here. Stories of the Star. On cloudless nights after the fires have dimmed to embers, many of the tribe raise their eyes to the heavens, mesmerized by the vast ocean of stars. Some have noticed recurring patterns among the brightest stars, and in these shapes they imagine the forms of their heroes and beasts. Stories of their adventures, their victories, and their defeats are flourishing. Myths can be born here, and you realize ones that have the power to shape your tribe. What themes will you encourage? So, we can get another 20 food, which will allow us to get a third army. We can get 20 culture, which then will allow us to actually throw down our first outpost, or we can get extra combat strength. I think I'm actually just going to grab the other free army here. And good thing it actually was this army, because this is the army that's already split. Or is already...
Do it.
Wait, what? Okay, that's fine. This is already the army that we are sending over here westward. And then I guess we send you here, and then you're going to go south, and you're going to go kind of north. There's a bear. Nope, that's an elephant. So we can kill this guy, and if we kill 5 of them, then we get the Hunter Star. The other thing we can do with this, we are weaker. But we do have a really nice hill here. But he could just climb up on that hill. Then again, if I go here, I can defend this hill. So terrain is pretty big advantage for you here. If I attacked him, I would start here. I really want to be like right there. I don't know if I want to attack him or not. So he won't attack me because he's got the peaceful symbol. If we found a bear or something like that, then he would attack us. All right, well, you also need to come over here. That's very unfortunate. Okay, they're Harpians. The new first civ was the Sumerians. So if we lose the Sumerians, we're going to have to restart. All right, there's our first science one. I want to get 10 knowledge stars. What? That gave us 3. And it also gave us 5 freaking culture here as well. Hell yeah, dude. So we can actually throw down an encampment now. What are you suggesting? 14-7, 15-5. Interesting. There's lots of food back here. 17-6. Why would you want it there and not here? $17.6 is 23. That's actually 24. Yeah, I actually like that. Go ahead and found this outpost. So our first city then is going to be located over here. The other thing this does is it locks this territory. So now this territory belongs to us. If another army comes marching through here, they can actually just take it by sitting on top of it. But I'm not super worried about that early game. That's not really something that's going to happen that often. So you already have 5 of 20. So I'm going to let you go grab the food there. And then since you're already crossing the river, I'm just going to let you come over here. All right, so that gave you 5 food. Yeah. We can always merge the armies together, too. If one army has more food. Or like if we merge, like, okay, so let's say he has 15 food and let's say he has 5 food. If we merge them together, then it'd be 20 to 20. You get to pop out an army. Little cheap little thing there. By the way, these are just like regular, these are luxury resources, which, you know, like Civ 6 make you happy and stuff like that. The horses here is a strategic resource. Sometimes you'll see question marks on the map, which we don't see yet. Those are strategic resources that we have not discovered the tech for. So could be iron or it could be uranium. So it's one of those things where you figure out as the game goes on. All right, so give me 15. You got 10. So what's probably going to happen here is I think I'm just going to merge these two armies. Luckily, he gets the river crossing this turn. That was a science thing, wasn't that? We need to merge these armies, dude. Can you get down here? Maybe over here. Yeah, okay, so that's you. So we're at 10 to 20. We're at 10 to 20. So next turn, we're going to merge together, get another growth star. Still, even if I get 5 of 5, we might push it, our luck, just to go for the knowledge star. Never mind. We actually could just do this. And so then that's going to give you 15. God dang it. Come on, give me a 10, punk. All right, that one gave me 15. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So one of these armies is still going to have 5 food left over. God dang it. I always right-click. This is the one that has the 5 food. So I need you then to get ready to merge with him. And then that's going to give us technically our 5th growth star. But once again, I probably am going to wait a little bit. Give me another 3. Oh my God, it did. Yes. So we can actually grab another outpost. Or do they cost 15 now? No, yeah, they cost 20. That's right. So I can't grab another one. Killing the elephants won't actually give me influence. It just gives us food. Which we are at 10 to 20. Maybe that's not the worst idea here. I'm trying to think if there's a way here that we could defend. So if I defended this territory, the elephant can come here, and then I don't have the height advantage. I know it's a mammoth, but elephant. If I go here, he can go there. If I go either of these spots, same thing, and then we kind of lose our advantage. Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of either of these locations here. If he had a double army, like, if there was 2 of them, I probably could easily take this fight. I probably still could win this, but, I'm kind of with fighting it. We still have an army to move. You are at 15 to 20. Let's get you to get ready to come over here and merge so we can get our 5th army. Okay, in turn.
Built a first outpost.
Good. So this outpost, we will immediately be able to upgrade to a city as soon as we hit the next level. So, ooh, what do we got here? Yesterday, your tribe came across vast tracts of wild grain. Yeah, we've seen this one before. So I can get +2 food on our outpost, or I can make domestication cheaper. So the thing is, food is really overpowered in this game. In Civ, a lot of people love food. I've never been a huge fan of food. I don't think food is that great in Civ. Like, you need to get your cities to, like, size 14 or something like that. And then after that, it's kind of, like, diminishing returns, in my opinion. Where in this game, having a lot of food is, like, ridiculously powerful. So I'm tempted just to go with the food. You can see right now we have slots for 4 population. I think I'm going to go with the food. I mean, it really doesn't make that big of a difference, but then again, this is 1 tech, and it's 25% of 1 tech, which really isn't that great either. So, that should be then at 16? Yep, nice. So it doesn't really change anything, but that's okay. All right, so we have the growth star. So one thing we can now do is we can hit the next level, which I love how this guy got the Harpian super quick, but then, yeah, no one else. So Bantu, I think this was the Africa one. And then I don't think we've seen these guys before. I think this is the one from, actually, let's pull that one up. So Humankind, Latin America cultures. Just because I hadn't seen those cultures, I just kind of want to see what they do. Cultures of Latin America. Yep, so these guys are new then. +1 food on farmers' quarters, +1 industry and makers' quarters. Dang. +1 money. Yeah, that's actually really nice, cooperative spirit. And then gives extra faith. And then they can build healers, which I think is a replacement for scout. Health regeneration outside friendly territories, all units in their army. That's kind of cool. And then we are wanting to play as the Sumerians, which will give us 10% attached territory cost. Okay, that's good. And 25% cost assigning trees with independent people. None of those you've seen yet if you've never played the game, but both of those are actually pretty decent. And then our unique district here, unique quarter, lowers our stability but gives us a bunch of science. A bunch of science, dude, and extra influence as well. Not bad. And then this unit isn't horrible either. So it's a spearman. Yeah, it's anti-cav. And then grants additional strength for each unit in the same army. Interesting. So normally, Harpians are like one of the best in the game just because of the ridiculous food. Babylonians aren't bad as well because you get decent amount of science to begin with. Hittites are kind of interesting because you get the +1 combat strength for the rest of the game. So higher difficulties, they can be really, really good. And I'm just trying to think. Phoenicians, I think we played once. Zhao is okay. So those are kind of the big ones in the early game. Sumerians seem pretty interesting. I'm kind of digging them. So I can take the one army. Gosh, every freaking time. Every time. Left click. So I can have you go grab that. That puts us at 8 of 10. So we just need 2 more science stars, please. You dead-ended me. You're a freaking punk. You know that? All right. Well, let's come around this way. So we're looking for a science star. We're looking for a science star. I did it again. How many times is Brian going to misclick? That is the question. I think I'm going to send this guy back here. I don't want to enter the new era this turn. I'm sending him back here just in case something appears back there. Because remember, it can appear like anywhere. Like, you know. Also, we will end up with scouts for every one of these. And you can always get rid of your scouts and add population into your city. Once you actually have a city. So getting extra scouts early game is amazing. And all those food things disappear as soon as you hit the next era. So I don't mind delaying here a little bit. There's a science thing. Well, that's going to be kind of hard to get to. You, on the other hand, probably have an easier chance. Here we go. Might not give us 3, though. We need 2. I've seen... Usually, they only give you 1. So it's kind of actually mind-blowing right now that I've gotten as many 3s as I've gotten. Okay, they got the Assyrians. That's fine. And they got the Zhao. Okay, so we're fine. And that gave us 10 of 10. Okay, so we're actually good to level up. And we probably should level up. So that now gives us the opportunity to do Waddle or Dub, which gives us +1 industry per population. We can get +1 food per population or +1 science per population. I'm thinking probably food again. So, I think you lose food, right, per population? Yeah, because we were at, what, like 16 before? Yeah, -1 food. So, essentially, that would negate that -1, which isn't that big of a deal, but as your cities start growing, it really starts adding up. I don't know if getting any more. Yeah, I mean, it gives us extra science, which might help. There's more food down here, but you aren't really in a position to grow. I am also tempted just to grab the +1 pop or +1 industry, because the larger the population we get, and we're going to have a big population. We're probably going to have like 50, 60 population in most of our cities is going to be kind of the goal. So at that point, getting +1 industry is kind of nice. I think I normally have been doing... Science is also not bad, but we're about to get a bunch of science with our civs, or with our culture. So I think I'm going to go industry. I think we're going to grab industry, and we will go ahead and lock in then the Sumerians. Now, there's no reason for us to wait. I know there's a couple other things we could grab, but, you know, at a certain point, we need to actually start our city here. So, confirm. The big thing about this is we now actually have enough culture. We can build a outpost here in the adjacent lands. So, this is all part of the same territory. So, do we want to connect you? We could connect you, or we can connect over here. I think we want to connect over here, don't we? Because there's a bunch of resources over here. So, what's going to be a good tile for us? Lots of production. This is fine. So this won't necessarily become a city. We could turn it into a city if we want, or we can actually just connect it to our main city here, which is probably what we'll do. And 13.2 is probably our best option, it looks like. Not going to be able to build a lot of districts here, which kind of sucks. But there's really no other place to build it, so... Alright, that'll be next turn. Cool. Yeah, you can come explore. Now, once again, I don't think there's really anything over here. And you're 12-2. I mean, we have better tiles here. Definitely. But I still think I would rather build here just because of these natural resources. Because, like, yeah, you can see, like, look at what we can get from this stuff. And they start getting really crazy as you start leveling them up. All right, let's just take you through here real quick. No, we were so close. That's fine. Intern.
The challenges of a young
So this is the same thing. I've seen a billion times, but we'll let it roll.
The neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that
I think we're off to a good start here. I do. I think it's a pretty strong starting area for us.
Catch fish.
We're not in the tundra, so that's always nice.
Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important,
Gossip. No, rumors and heresy. Which is actually one thing that we are looking
Not just
for.
markets for the Sumerians, but also the scribes to keep track of their crops. Administration.
I love the freaking announcer dude for the game, the voice actor dude. He's great. He's one of my favorite. I was watching the video for the expansion and he narrated that and I was just like, man, I missed him. He's so good. Okay, so 3 turns and then we'll be able to connect. It costs influence to actually connect it. Right now we're not making any influence because we've not made you into a city.
A city
so
means shelter for those who need it. A place to store food. Pens for the pigs. It may not be glorious, but it beats sleeping under trees.
True. So, diplomatic affinity. So this is a brand new affinity to the game. Essentially, every culture has a different affinity, whether it's warlike, whether it's growth, whether it's money. And so every affinity, you basically get like bonus stars if you actually stick to it. In addition, they always have an ability. So, as a diplomatic culture, your affinity is called Demilitarization. You can force a ceasefire in the territory of your choice. If your territory is owned by your empire or has no owner, only your units are authorized to enter there. If it's in another empire's territory, only their units are authorized. All unauthorized units are trespassing and they generate leverage per turn per unit. I think they also said they took damage. They said that in the video I was watching. So, okay. So essentially, since that's going to give us, and what we're going to want here with our stars is we want leverage. So we need to find enemy armies and then declare their territory demilitarized. I wonder if the elephants count. I don't think so. Probably not, right? Probably not. Our scouts, weren't we at 14 before? Did we lose a power? Doesn't really matter. Okay, so then what's the goal here? Keep exploring. Find anything that can give us culture, find where we want to put our future cities, find our opponents. I might actually, and you know what? I think I am going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and drop this guy into the city just to give us another population right away. So first population is going straight into food, which I'm all about. What do we want construction here? Probably just go ahead and build our initial building, I think. So this is going to give us science per adjacent farmers quarter. Yeah. So the one thing about this game is you have to start your builds by building it adjacent to your districts. So I could go like build here, but then next turn I could build there, or well, next time I get a construction option, I can build there, and then so on and so forth. So you kind of want to plan it out. Farms are not looking too particularly strong over here, except we'll be able to get... So both of those are good on farms. You're only getting +1 there. You're going to actually lose some production there. That's fine. So I think our best option is, yeah, right here. Because we'll put a farm there. Okay. And it kind of sits on top of the hill, which is kind of cool. Although, admittedly, putting the city center up there might be better. But anyways, this is not a horrible city to defend. because no one can really attack me from this direction here. So if an enemy army comes through here, they're going to be attacking this way, and they're going to have to attack across the river and probably up a hill. So this is actually a really good defensive. And I actually hadn't showed you how combat works, but combat actually works, well, it works like Age of Empires, where, you know, you actually break down. Oh no, we were like 10 or something before. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll show you how combat works. Let's go ahead and manual battle this. So you get to pick any one of these spots to put your unit. I'm gonna throw my guy up on the hill, and I'm gonna in deployment. And so we could run down and attack him right now, but I think I'm just gonna stay up here and defend and let him come and attack me up the hill because he's an animal, so he will do that. So what's cool about this is because of this, you get terrain matters massively. In addition to that, once you get gunpowder units and stuff like that, then line of sight matters. Also, too, we're in a forest, which I think might be giving us a bonus on our defense, but I don't remember. That might just be for ranged units. So we do want to attack down here because he's most likely going to go there next turn, so he's on equal level, equal footing with me. You know, I should have actually gone there because then I could have gone back here. But that's okay. So yeah, now we're on equal footing, which means he's going to do about as much damage to me as me to him. But I have more HP than him. So we're doing, this should be about equal. But I want to attack it so he actually suicides into me, which is what's going to happen here. So, boom. Good. And we got 20 gold out of that. And we lost quite a bit of health. So we're gonna need to go chill in our own territory here to heal up, but yeah, not bad. You or this guy? Yeah, that's fine. So come over here and let's see what we got. I'll go, so Lair's gonna spawn out like bears and stuff like that, so let's go raise that first. And then we need to pick a tech to begin with. So we got calendar, which will unlock the ability for us to build, okay, yeah. We can do the granary, but then we can build on all of those special resources that we have. Horses would be nice as well, because being able to grab our horse over here is nice. In addition to that, it would also allow us to do the animal barns, which gives us bonus food per horse we have, which in that case would be 1. Clear Force is always nice. Warriors would be interesting, but I think I'm gonna go calendar because we have so many of these that we could build, and these are just gonna give us some crazy freaking bonuses. Because they stack, so that's 5% per die. We have 5 freaking die, although 4 initially. Actually, no, 5. Yeah, 5. So that's gonna be an extra 25 freaking % industry, which admittedly is not a lot. You know, it's only gonna be what 3 right now, but still, that's pretty massive. Okay, so the Carlians, Makeda, pick them. Don't really care. They shouldn't attack me. No, they shouldn't, because they're peaceful. Even though I did kill their brethren, we should still be safe. So there's copper over here, which is nice, and there's a strategic resource we're gonna want here in the future. How much is this one? I need 124 influence over there. Ugh, so that's gonna take a while before we can actually do that. There's a sanctuary here. We might as well raise it, get some money. It doesn't really matter. Not a lot of money, but, you know, money's money, so I'll take it. Ooh, we actually see someone else down here. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, and they are connected. So then that means we probably want to grab this territory next, which will be significantly cheaper because it's adjacent to our city. So the further away you get, the more expensive it gets. Also, the more you have, I think, the more expensive it gets too, right? I don't remember. All right, so I want to disband you down here, right? Transfer, disband unit. So that will give us 1 population. Good. So now we have a guy here, we have a guy here. I think I'm actually just gonna go put you in the food too. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Give me the food, give me the food. So, actually what's good about this is we can go use our militarization thing. So, I like it. All right, we ransack successful. Get over here and we're gonna ransack you as well. Thank you. Although I do want to go see the orange guy, but...
The agrarian Harrow.
Oh, hello. Oh, no.
You're
Nope.
as likely to meet their canals and farmers as their soldiers.
Okay, so we met the first person, and that's King Midas. Hello. And he's the Harpians. Remember, he was the first one to actually get it. I'm trying to remember. Isn't this the one that everyone always starts with? Yeah, okay. So remember, we're trying to be friendly as much as possible, I think, with everyone.
So, do you view each other as friend or foe? It's time to unravel the diplomat.
Gotcha. So I get a grievance against him because technically he's trespassing. But I'm going to renounce it. Oh, okay. So what's happening here is it's kind of hard to explain. But the more grievances you have, the higher your war support goes up. The more your war support goes up, the more likely you are. Well, then you can actually declare war. You can't do it without 80 war support. You can always do a surprise war, but then the surprise war, your people aren't as happy. And essentially, if your war support ever gets down to 0, then the other side immediately wins the war. And depending on territories and stuff like that, you use the war support to actually claim it and get money and all that kind of fun stuff. So the thing is, I can go ahead and demand that he pays me 100. If he doesn't pay me 100 gold, then I think I can immediately start war. I think all trade between your empires will be suspended and borders will be closed. Okay, it doesn't immediately start a war, but it's gonna piss him off. And you know, if you're really powerful, the demanding kind of works. But renouncing is gonna give us the new thing.
Already.
Okay, so he signed that, which is good. The new thing, the diplomat, the leverage. So by getting an extra 5, even though it didn't show up, I wonder if that's bugged or if that actually is going to show up. But anyways, that's going to take us closer to our stars. So we actually really want that. Also, with him being in that territory, we're going to gain more leverage as well. Because remember, that was one of the things that said. So, +1 leverage per unit per turn. So, nice. And he does take damage. Embassy construction available for construction. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So, might as well follow him. Okay. So, theoretically, then I should be at 6. Good. Okay. So, it works fine. It works exactly how I want it to. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I like that. Let's go see what's over here real quick, because I think we're at the edge of the map. We are not at the edge of the map. That is unfortunate. All right, well, come back here then. We got an event in our city. Once a wandering tribe or civilization now possesses a fine city where generations of families have settled and grown. Individuals are known by a single name alone, but with more and more citizens, become hard to track family lines. So in order to better identify, you need a common name. So you'll take it from mother, father, and nature. Dude, I kind of dig the nature. So, this is the other thing we have not talked about in the game yet. There are civics, which, trying to remember where they are, over here, show civics. I actually can't show them. But there are also these different society traits. The more you go down one society trait, the more effect you get for it. So, for example, if we go over here and get all the way to the economic, every city or outpost gains an extra 10% money. If we go over here to the economic... Actually, sorry, this is regulatorism. Regulatism. Wait, this is collectivism. This is individualism. Gotcha. This one then will give us extra production. So you kind of want to figure out where you want to go. Then over on this one, we have either world or regional, which I think is what that event was prompting us, right? Where'd that event go? So that is, I don't want to go that way because I like going to the science route. That's laws, that's geopolitical. I think we're going nature because we want to go geopolitical. Because, you know, I actually don't even know what the benefits are of this. 10% food on city or outpost. Combat strength and unit. Whatever, I guess it's fine. Yeah, we want to go science here. This one is stability on garrison. This is influence and emblematic district. Probably want to go that way. So yeah, no, I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm fine with that. You can always change later. It's not that big of a deal. And one of the things World Congress does is kind of force you down a path potentially. So that's all wide open and different for the game. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna work. All right, so there's an easy deer to kill. Might as well do it to get some food here. And I'm just going to, actually, hold up. Is that, no, it's all part of the same hill, I think. I think that's the same hill. Can't really tell. Oh, stupid deer here, man. All right, so he went down there, which is actually gonna make this easier. Okay, good. He's probably gonna still come up here and then attack. Yep, but he took a lot of damage that first time. So attacking from a hill or attacking up a hill, both are pretty, well, attacking down a hill is good, attacking up a hill is really bad, obviously. Good. So we took quite a bit of damage. We can't heal because he's not at home, but that's fine. Only 5 gold, And then green dude's over there. Interesting. Okay, in turn. Probably do a couple more turns here. I will say normally the beginning of the game goes by really quickly, and we're a little slow right now. We are definitely a little slow, and there's a lot of reasons for it, but probably the biggest is we are playing a new expansion, and we're kind of looking at everything. So, you know, it's fine. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, this is another player. Wait, right? Where's my diplomacy screen? Intelligence. There we go. There we go. It disappeared from up top. So yeah, this is another civilization then. Once again, we're just gonna go for the early trade. I'm fine with that. And what happened? All right, well, I guess this is a good time for us to wrap up the first episode, so yeah, there we go. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. Tomorrow we'll be back with episode 2, and hopefully we'll be able to move a little bit quicker. But anyways, till then, bye everyone.